how has your company been impacted by the blackouts happening across the state?
Thank you, Emily. Thank you for having me. We've had a tremendous amount of impact. Myself, my home does not have grid power and has not for a long time. Many of my employees have not had power in their homes for a number of days, now stretching into yet another night. So there's been quite a lot of pain, quite a lot of angst, a lot of questions about what happened, what's going on, when this is going to end. We are trying to do everything we can as a company. The good news is our customers that do have the storage are doing quite well from what we can tell and up to this moment in time. And we certainly see a path forward here of making people more independent and putting their future in their own hands rather than depending on systems that can be obviously very unreliable and not meet the needs of our modern age.
Look, we know the transition to renewables is going to take an incredibly long time. The infrastructure needs to get there. Is there anything that a company like Sunnova can do in a moment like this to alleviate the immediate crisis?
Well, we can continue to, and we have, go out there, make the case, and more people are coming to us for solutions. And I want to make the point right now is that this is not a renewable versus fossil fuels problem. It is not. That's a fact. Everything failed, particularly the rotating machinery. It is wind turbines. It is also coal plants. It is also natural gas plants. In fact, more natural gas plants failed than anything else because Texas has more natural gas plants than anything else. Nuke plants failed as well. So this really is not about renewable versus fossil fuels. What it is about is that we have a centralized system where you have a single wire going to a single home, and physics say that can fail, and it fails often. This is a problem that we've seen brewing for my entire 25 years in the power business. We've actually seen these issues. I've dealt with them almost a little over 20 years ago in the eastern side of the United States. So this is not unprecedented either. And what we're seeing here is that we want, as society, as we move forward in time, whether it's wildfires in California, whether it's hurricanes in Florida, whether it's winter storms here in Texas, the level of reliability, particularly as we move to a society of maybe working more from home, doing more things at home, the level of reliability for our power system, regardless if it's fueled by natural gas, coal, or wind or solar, even with some storage, is not enough. And you need to put the generation and the reliability at your home. And that's what Sunnova does. And I would hope that we can see that this will be more of a part of the solution. And indeed, I'm very confident it will be as we move forward in time.
Now, we're getting some headlines. U.S. oil production has plunged by a third as this continues. Still unclear when power will fully be restored in Texas as this continues. Now, what do you make about the argument that, renewables just aren't there yet? That, folks like myself who live in California, I also had to deal with rolling blackouts due to the wildfires through all of last year. People blamed California for, powering too far ahead when it came to renewable energy and neglecting some of these more tried and true sources of power, like natural gas.
Well, as I said, it really isn't about renewable energy versus fossil fuel energy. It's really more about what level of reliability do you want as an individual, as a company, as a community, and then how do you go about getting that reliability where you want it at the best price, and yes, with cleaner power. And so this is something that we've seen. It was sparked by the pandemic in terms of more and more folks want to be able to go to their home and have reliability of power. Think about it. If you're going to work from home and be on the Zoom call or the Teams call or whatever, you need power, right? And so if you look at backup power generators, which use natural gas and diesel, they're in extreme demand right now. Obviously, this event's going to cause them to become more in extreme demand. And then when you look at solar and storage, which we do, plus with gensets, those technologies are in extreme demand and have been since the July timeframe as well. This event will also cause solar and storage to be in high demand. So all this is more about the level of reliability The generation technologies with wind and solar have never been better. They are economic, they are good, and coupled with storage, they do work. And again, I point to the fact that the fossil fuel side of things has failed here too, considerably. And so let's stop picking scapegoats and let's figure out how to really solve this problem. I know political sound bites of I hate renewable or I hate fossil fuel, maybe it sells well, but at the end of the day, it's not factual, it's not true, it's not what happened, it's not what's going on down here.